Now here, see, this chart gives you an idea about some of the vowel sounds, and you have to practice these vowel sounds. So when you practice vowel sounds, it becomes easy for you whether to use a or an before writing a word. See, generally before vowel sound you have to write an. For that you should know which are these vowel sounds. So familiarize with vowel sounds. See, here there are certain words, heed. So if I block these two letters H and D, it becomes E sound. E is a vowel sound. See, double E comes. See, if I block H and D here, hid, id. So I, E sound again. Here it is head, head, A sound comes. So you have to practice A. And here you see H-A-D, had, ha sound comes. Here it is, see, for example, H-A-R-D, hard, ha sound, see, sound comes here. Here it is, see, H-O-D, block H and D, it becomes hard, odd sound. Then here it is H-O-A-R-D, hold sound, see, it comes. Here it is H-O-O-D, H-O-O-D means hood, oo sound comes, oo is the vowel sound. Here it is W-H-O-D, hod sound comes. Then here it is H-U-D, hud. Then here it is H-E-A-R-D, if you block H and D, it is heard. Heard is the sound, that elongation comes. So these are some of the vowel sounds. So if you practice these sounds, see, sounds play a very, very important role in speech. They convey a lot of things. In English what happens is, in English communication, sounds play a very, very important role, and you should be very, very familiar with vowel and consonant sounds. To improve your pronunciation in English language, I am providing you one more chart here. This is a chart of diphthongs in English language. It is a union of two sounds put together. So when you practice these sounds, that will improve your pronunciation skill. I am M.R. Pai, working in the field of education for the last 27 years, guiding large number of students. And my presentation here is to help you to score better marks in the SLC examination and to perform well. And I think my presentation will be helpful to you in this direction. And as students, when you are going to write for the SLC examination, you have to answer all the questions in a very clear manner, and it should be specific and to the point. And these days in the question paper itself they will provide the space, and you have to answer the questions in the space provided for the answer, and there should be proper spacing between one word and another word, and after a full stop you have to leave a little more space, and you have to use a font size of 10 to 12. Your handwriting should be very neat and legible and should create an impression to the evaluator when he evaluates the answers. When you write answers neatly and clearly, specifically, to the point, then only you are able to score better marks in the examination. And today I have provided you the entire pattern of the question paper, what are the different questions that come in the examination. And most of the questions that come in the SSLC English examination are textual questions. So therefore you should be very, very familiar with the textbook. So the textbook reading is very, very important, because in the textbook the sentences, for example extracts, some statements taken from the text is given in the question paper. So if you do not know from which lesson, from which context that extract has come, you will not be in a position to answer that. Not only that, at the end of the lesson they will give you glossary. Glossary means meaning of the words, and there will be a question called match the following, and in match the following, to answer that question, unless you go through the glossary in the textbook, you will not be able to answer the question. Not only that, you have to memorize 3 poems, and out of the 4 poems, minimum 3 poems you have to memorize, and there will be a question of 4 marks in the examination. If you practice well, you can score 4 out of 4 marks. I hope that all of you will prepare well and work hard, plan well, and you will succeed in the SSLC examination. I wish all of you best of luck.